All right, let's just get right into it. Everything you think you know about search, you might want to toss it out the window. That little search box we all use every day is going through the biggest change maybe ever. And I'm not talking about some far-off sci-fi future. This is happening right now, and it is moving incredibly fast. And hey, don't just take my word for it. Gartner, the big industry analyst, they're putting a number on it. They're saying that by 2026, which is basically right around the corner, a full 25% of the search traffic we're all used to is just gonna vanish. Poof. So where's it going? Well, people are skipping the old list of blue links. They want direct answers from AI, and that changes, it changes everything. Okay, let's talk about a number that should really get your attention. 12%. According to SEMrush, the second Google's AI overviews show up in a search, the number of zero-click results, that means nobody clicks on anything, jumps by 12%. Think about what that means. The search engine is just giving the answer directly, and a big chunk of people never even get a chance to click through to your website. So yeah, that's the big, scary question, right? It's the million-dollar question for everyone. If people aren't clicking, how on earth do you stay visible? How do you make sure anyone even sees what you're doing anymore? Well, there is an answer, and it's a whole new playbook built from the ground up for this new AI-driven world. It's called Generative Engine Optimization, or for short, GEO. And you've got to understand, this is a huge mental shift. GEO isn't about the old tricks of trying to get a web page to rank #1. Not anymore. It's all about setting up your content so that these big AI models, like ChatGPT or Gemini, look at your stuff and say, yep, that's a trustworthy source. The goal is to get them to quote you, to cite you directly in their answers. It's about becoming part of the AI's own conversation. Let's just put it side by side to make it super clear. The old way, classic SEO, was all about search engine crawlers. The goal? Rank your pages high. And how'd you do it? Keywords and backlinks. Pretty straightforward. But now, with GEO, your focus isn't the crawler, it's the large language model itself. The goal isn't ranking, it's getting quoted and cited. And the tactics? They're totally different. We're talking about things like answer snippets and schema. And hey, this isn't just some abstract idea. There's already a whole world of new tools and platforms popping up to help brands actually do this stuff. It's a brand new battlefield for visibility. So let's take a look at who the main players are. Okay, first up, the big guys, the enterprise companies. Their challenges are massive, right? You've got tools like Contently, which is cool because it bakes geoanalytics right into their content workflow. For global brands, you've got Profound, which is all about handling AI answers in different languages like Spanish or Japanese. And this one is huge. For regulated industries, think finance, healthcare, there's Scrunch AI, which is all about finding and fixing any misinformation the AI might spit out. Super important stuff. Now, what about growing companies or those with solid in-house teams? The tools here are really focused on action. You've got AthenaHQ, which gives you this awesome 360-degree dashboard to see where you stand, and even better, turns missed opportunities into actual to-do items for your team. Goody AI is trying to make it all simpler with this clever periodic table of what actually matters for ranking. And then there's MarketMuse, which is great at blending the new geo stuff with old-school content strategy to find exactly why the AI isn't picking up your content. And of course, we can't forget the agencies and startups. Here, it's all about being fast and not breaking the bank. RankScale has this really cool LLM simulator, so you can actually test your content and see how an AI might use it before you even hit publish. Then you've got players like Peak AI and Otterly AI, which are perfect for getting started. They're affordable, they let you start tracking your visibility, and they even give you tips on what you need to fix. And if you're wondering if this is a real thing, just look at the money. The momentum behind these platforms is just undeniable. I mean, AthenaHQ signs over 100 customers in its first year. Peak AI raises 7 million euros in just 5 months. And Profound, a $20 million Series A. The smart money is flooding into the space because everyone can see it. This is the future of search. Okay, so we get the big picture, we've seen some of the tools, but the real question is, where do you actually start? Like, what do you do on Monday morning? Let's walk through your first few strategic moves to get started with GEO. All right, there are basically 5 big things you need to be doing right now. Number 1, stop thinking just about keywords. Start thinking about prompts. What are the actual full questions your customers are asking these AIs? Number 2, use schema everywhere. Think of it like putting clear labels on all your info so the AI can read it perfectly. 3, freshness matters a lot. These AI models love new stuff, so you've got to keep your most important content updated. 4, monitor and correct. You have to watch what the AI is saying about your brand and be ready to jump in and fix any mistakes. And finally, number 5, if you're global, you need your content in other languages. Simple as that. The AIs are global, so you have to be too.
So, what happens next? Where do we go from here, and what's the big takeaway?
Let's be super clear about something. GEO does not replace SEO. Okay? All that foundational stuff, your site speed, making sure your site is crawlable, having quality backlinks, that's all still absolutely crucial. That's the price of admission. That's what gets the AI to even look at your page in the first place. The GEO, well, that's the new essential layer you have to put on top. It's what controls how your expertise actually shows up in the final answer. And if you remember one thing from all this, make it this quote. 2025 is the year GEO shifts from a nice-to-have experiment to a core, non-negotiable marketing channel. The time to adapt isn't coming, it's now. Which really just leaves us with one last thought. This shift is happening whether we're ready for it or not. So the only question left to ask is, are you going to take the steps to have AI write you into the conversation, or are you going to stand by and risk being written out of it completely?